Join Connecting the Dots this and every Saturday at 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. on National Broadcaster DBS Radio. 88.1 FM, 89.5, 89.1, 103.1, 103.5, 104.1, and 104.7 FM. Listen and view on DBS Radio Facebook Live and on YouTube. Give us 90 minutes and we will strengthen the connection between Dominicans residing in the lovely Nature Isle and Dominicans residing abroad. National Broadcaster DBS continues its quest to highlight and celebrate the achievements of Dominicans. We will discuss the highs and lows, the challenges and successes. Give us 90 minutes and we will solidify the connections we share with Dominicans all over. Anu celebrate achievement Dominice to all latte. Connecting the dots. Tune in this Saturday, 9:30 a.m. to 11 a.m. Come join us as we weave a tapestry and strengthen our connections. Asu Radio DBS.
Stories have been told.
So we have changed the theme for the rest of the independent season. Welcome, 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 people. It is time for us to connect dots again on DBS Radio. The pleasure is ours. Welcome to Connecting the Dots. Let me say that again. Welcome, welcome, welcome. To me that song's too driving. Let me try a Creole. Bonjour tout le monde, bienvenue à Solante Rendez-vous. La Nouka Connecté Point. We missed last week. We are here this week. Missed one, take one. How are you, my people? Family, come closer. Come closer, people. Welcome to the CTD house. Get on board the CTD train. It is time to connect dots. Take your seats. Grab a chair. Come closer. Mama Tibo. On the right side, eh? The right side is my stronger side. Where are you? What are you doing? It's the independent season. That cultural vibrancy that permeates the airwaves every time. I like this, eh? What a season to celebrate our achievements as a Dominican people. Hey, look, I almost forget Nigel. Nigel, come a while, open the gate. You in Juve, man? What?
Hey, what's up? What's up?
Nigel, how you doing? I'm fine.
You're doing fine. All right. Yes, you have to give me the energy because I come straight from the jam last night with Ace and Triple K and Shelly and Triller and all
Nigel,
the rest of it.
Now you're going to rub it, man.
Yes,
come on.
yes. Straight from the jam to a breakfast and then to the Juve and then leave the Juve to come to do the program. So when I finish with that, bedtime.
Yes,
In the meantime, I just drinking water. Yeah.
Okay, and mind your
To
business.
recover.
Yeah. Well,
What's
that's
up?
nice.
What's up?
Well, Nigel, idea. I'm feeling Jenny, kind of, I forget what I'm supposed to say and do, so. But on the program, you remember well, of course we missed last week.
That's what happens after you come from vacation,
Yes.
right? You have to kind of get back into the swing of things and get the feel again and all the rest of it. You know what I mean?
And again we missed last week, and the last time I
yes.
did a city program from the studio was
It's been a while.
it was in August, the 3rd of August, the first Saturday in August.
You
So that's
understand?
20 Saturdays ago.
Yeah.
Let me see if I can count that quickly. 3rd of August.
That's a lot of Saturdays.
But 9 Saturdays.
9 Saturdays
Yes,
ago.
sir,
9 Saturdays ago, you were in the studio. So you have to feel all the AC again and feel the atmosphere again.
Man, the vibes.
All the buttons to press again and all that sort of thing. Yes. It's gonna come. It's gonna come.
It's coming.
Definitely so. But all is well.
Yeah, all is well. As I said, we missed
All right.
last week, but I'm happy that we are back on. We are back on.
We are back. We are back.
And Charlotte is on as well. And Nigel, the Independent Sport is on fire.
Well, that is expected. I mean, it's in the middle of the thing right now. I mean, I know we just had Chapo Pie yesterday, and we have all the cultural.
You had on your Chapo Pie, man, Nigel?
I had my Chapo Pie.
Okay.
I had my Chapo Pie yesterday.
I know you'll always represent.
Yes. I had my Chapo Pie, and they were asking me what is that, so I had to explain.
Yes.
Yes. So during the month of October, it's crazy at work, and they always ask, what is it again, Nigel? And I have to explain.
Yes.
So.
And you like to explain,
yes,
and that's your forte. That's what you do well. You can explain about our culture.
So we have to keep doing that. Yeah, we have to keep doing that. So it's in the middle of the season, so I know what it's like. All the different cultural competitions going on, and every Friday is the Creole wear and everything else. So I know it's hot. It's really hot back home right now.
It is.
Charlie.
The pot is on fire. By the way, Nigel, let me say thank you to the person who brought me something to eat this morning. And I cannot share with you, obviously, but I'm not going to tell you.
No, please don't tell me.
Banana is not much. Bananas and smoked herring. But that was something, right? Let me say that in Creole, man.
Yes, the good thing is after the jam we went for breakfast.
Okay, but there's something about the Dominica preparation and everything that we put in it that is different. I know you'll get it,
It is different.
So I had fig and how was it?
You had fig and how so? Well, I had fig and bakes and codfish and cucumber and stuff like that. So not bad.
Yes, okay.
To have a Dominican Creole breakfast in the middle of Miami Carnival, so that's okay.
So things went well this morning.
Not bad.
So you're saying essentially things went well this morning, right? I get that from
Yes. Things went well, and the revelers are still up there because. For some reason, Juve goes on until like 12 o'clock midday. So we still have a lot of revelers out there doing their thing. And I'm pretty sure they'll be, behind the truck. We have a big truck, with Asa and Company, and Riverland Mass. So I'm very sure that, they will stay there until 12.
Nice.
Duty calls, so I had to leave, come and do what we got to do.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I'm sure they're having fun out there, and they'll continue till 12. And of course, tomorrow is the parade of the bands and stuff like that. So, that's also an interesting part. So you have all the bands come across the stage and all the rest of it,
Yeah.
So, Milton, Hurricane Milton came through and tried to stop the carnival, but of course he didn't do that. Let me say my prayers and thoughts goes out to those in the Tampa area, for what they're going through right now. We have a number of Dominicans in that area, but thankfully we're checking and everybody is safe and good. So that's wonderful.
I heard you on the radio on Tuesday nights. And I'm like, boy, Nigel's smarter. Sometimes so we're doing the program together, Nigel. I mean, I know you're good, But we're doing the program together, so I'm busy. I'm not really listening sometimes too. But just to be at home in the evening and hear Nigel and Francis, on the program, and that was very, very, very good. Putting things in perspective. What was happening the night
appreciate
before.
that. I was trying to make sure I could connect as many dots as we could. So that was good. So happy to have shared that with everybody.
So
else,
we said bye to Milton. Where's Milton? The second.
Milton, some I think we had enough of these things. I mean, Helen came and then Milton follow, and I hope there's nothing else coming until next year. We had enough of them, so I hope there's some packed away. Maybe they're going to be like in the sunsets,
Yeah.
Yes. We'll have them come to the sunset affair after.
Yes.
Go.
Yeah.
So
Milton, the second most intense, I understood, tropical cyclone ever recorded.
Yes.
Over the Gulf of Mexico.
Yes,
wow.
Yes. And the funny thing about it was the first to touch down in Tampa over 100 years. They haven't had a hurricane in that area for quite a while. So, the phenomenon continues, and, climate change real and everything else. So, and then Milton growing strength so quickly, man. From just the depression, and within a couple of hours was a Cat 5, and then it, just continued moving and doing its own thing. So
Milton and Maria, there's something with the M's.
Yes,
I don't know.
the M. I hope none of the panelists' names starting with M, because M does seem to be like a good name.
Yeah, boy.
That one of them. Sorry.
Yes, yeah. But Nigeria today is 12. So we have 12. Close to 50 days left in the season. 49 days left in the season. The Hurricanes. Why?
49 days left before the next one comes?
Yes, no, before the season ends. Because the season will end officially on the 30th of November.
Remember the season used to be over in October before, October all over. September, was it July standby?
That
August,
season of Aladiwai.
Kind of thing. Yes, it used to be all over then, and now suddenly it's like, what's going on?
Yeah.
Yes, it ends on November 30th. So we continue to pray and prepare.
Yeah, we should. That's a Ladiwai there, way. Talking about Ladiwai. But Nigeria, there's something about the Creole language in Dominica, Ladiwai, how on song,
It makes it so different, right?
Yes.
And as you and that, congratulations to DBS for the Creole speaking competition that he had. That was great.
It was a success headed by Kiwana Fontaine Wilson, who heads the language department at DBS Radio. It was a successful Creole speech competition, and I really want to acknowledge all the participants, Nigel, all winners, young ladies who spoke the Creole with calm, and confidence. So you say confidence in Creole? Confiance.
You asking? Yes, number.
So they have set the stage. Yes. They have set the stage for bigger things in 2025. But I was saying, Nigeria. So there's something about the Creole language, it's a lexicon that really sets us apart. And wow, Dominica, we are rich. We're
rich in so many other ways.
And the fact that we continue to preserve this says a lot about us.
That is what makes it so interesting. Not many places you will go where you have an entire month plus of celebrations for your independence. In the great countries, one day and you go back to work next day, kind of a thing. But we ensure we take time to celebrate our people and celebrate our language, our culture, our dress, our cuisine, music and everything else that goes with it. I can well imagine maybe all the hotels are pretty booked right now. All the guest houses pretty booked right now. All those who have places to stay pretty booked right now. Interestingly, I was talking to somebody from Fort Young, and he was talking about a special they had for diasporans. People who are returning home.
Happening, man, Nigel. You tell you something
big things happening. So contact Fort Young.
Okay, so I should put you on shift. I should put you on shift. I suspect in something.
Well, I'm available, like we said.
Nigel, porque feu tu avaie?
Que feu tu avaie? If any problem, Sam, well.
Yes, Nigel talking the Creole, man.
We'll be here to continue the contribution. So. Okay. Yes, looking forward again to be home as always.
So we'll try doing the program in Creole, right? You and I, just Creole.
But we can try a thing.
Okay, so the next time.
The
next time is strictly Creole, right?
Yes, strictly Creole. But look trouble, strictly Creole.
And the vernacular is sometimes very raw. But when you know it, you have an edge over people who cannot speak it. So, understand it.
Look, Master Edwards want to ask you, what is Ladiwai?
What is Ladiwai for true? Anyone of our guests want to come in and just tell us what is Ladiwai to Nigel? Ladiwai is like I know you know. I know you know. I'm just trying to put it in.
Laddie wise, what again?
What's
Boy,
trend
is
for
it energy? Only
energy,
Laddie
something
Wise.
like that. Yes, you have
It's
energy.
like energy is a vubam.
Yes, a vavoom.
It's
That
a
is it,
vavoom.
Nigel. That is it.
Hey,
That
it's
is
very
it.
interesting when you try to explain a Creole word and you have to use another Creole word to
Man,
explain that
yes,
Creole
that's
word.
yeah. A vavoom. I think that's
It's a
yes. It's a
vavoom.
vavoom.
Yes,
That's it.
yes,
Yeah.
yes, yes, yes.
So quickly
You know,
before I bring in our guest today, Niger will have cultural finals part 2 in Grand Bay. Yesterday was finals part 1 at the Old Mill Cultural Center, and tomorrow finals part 3 at the Roosevelt Douglas Primary School in Portsmouth. Monday is the start of Emblems Week. Of course, we had Journée Chapeau Pie yesterday. It's Flag Day on Monday as well. So a lot is happening in the Commonwealth.
which is beautiful.
Talking about the
Time of celebration and time for us to, appreciate the gift that we have.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah,
Yes.
in the Commonwealth. Talking about the Commonwealth, before I forget, let me just inform that the Commonwealth Masters Scholarships for the 2025-2026 academic year, that's open, and Dominicans interested, please take advantage of this, because the deadline for submission of applications is next week. I think it's on the 15th. So there's a link you can click for more information. As once you enter Commonwealth Master Scholarship, just Google this and you'll get the details. I just wanted to bring this in there because it's important that our people know about the opportunities that are available, especially in education.
Definitely so. And of course, as you know, we had a whole series on education the last couple of Saturdays, touching base with all our different people, so Miguel Murphy and those at Miami-Dade College. Good morning to you. And then those we connected with Mikey Pascal and the boarding school program that they're having.
Yeah.
So, it was great to have that connection. So definitely click on that link. The more we can have our people get opportunities, educational opportunities, it's going to be better for us as a people. So,
definitely.
Yes, good vibes. Good vibes.
I agree. So, Nigel, quickly as well, let us just congratulate Salisbury native, I think it's Kevin Vidal, this young farmer who has been awarded the title of
yes.
CARICOM Youth Farmer of
CARICOM Youth Farmer Award or something like
yes.
that. Yes.
Very,
Salisbury
very
has been known to produce quite a good farmers. So yes, that's always great. Listen, man, Dominica just continues to excel in different areas, and sometimes we don't get to know too much about it, but we definitely want to send our congratulations.
Sure.
Yes.
All right. So
yes.
we're gonna bring them on. Nigel, quickly, our Dominica corner now. My turn to ask a question.
We brought you, Dominica. Yes, ask your question.
Simple, eh?
Yes.
Let me see if I can. So we have been speaking about the Creole and all of that, and we're gonna do the program in Creole very, very soon. So I'm going to give you a sentence in English, and I want you to say it in Creole.
That's the
Okay, listen carefully, Nigel?
Yes.
Okay. And listen carefully.
Yes.
It's the little things that make you love Dominica, like the scent of guavas and pineapples, all different tastes of mango.
How should you remember all that? Anyway, c'est petit bit Dominique. Vous savez, bagay ko guava,
Guyave, zanana.
Guava, c'est même
C'est petit bit qui café ou aimé Dominique.
Yes.
Colodé, Guyave, zanana, tout.
Yes.
Mango, something like that. Okay. Nigel, you're good.
Yes. Thank you so much, Lloyd.
All right, so let us pray, Nigel. Let's ask the Most High to guide and protect us all.
Do. Yes.
And let's thank Him for His many blessings, and look over us as we host this program, and let it be a successful program again. Amen.
Definitely so. Amen. We always want to do that. So always give thanks.
All right. So we bring on our guest. Anybody on the book, by the way, quickly?
Well, yeah. The book has missed us, as they said. Alvin Thomas was on very early, Because he said he said he and Mastin have a thing going on between themselves. Who gonna send a picture of what?
No, boy, Mastin needs to send us some pictures, by the way.
I don't know
in her Creole attire.
Yes, Mastin have to send him some pictures, and he said don't forget, and so they have their own thing going on. Somebody tell us, hey Bendo, good morning to you. Says Ladiwa is stamina.
Yes, that's good. Stamina.
And Michelle says long energy. Rosalind Sever McLean, as always, good morning to you. Who else? Carl Kofi James, always good to have you locked in and connected. Appreciate it. And Sandra Norris as well, always good to have her. Glenda Defoe, good morning, connecting. Let's see. Shields Jules, as always, connecting. Good morning to you. Joan Coffee, good morning. Hey, oh, by the way, man, let me see sorry for forgetting your name, but she told me to make sure I tell you good morning today. I met her in the jam last night. You know yourself. Good morning, too. It's nice to have you connected with us. It was good seeing you. And all those who came up and said happy, they love the program and everything else. We appreciate it. Winnie Green, good morning to you. Locked in, connected. Let's see if I don't see a SIFOCOl person there, we stop in the program. So let me see. If I see any SIFOCOl person, let me see. Okay, I think she went to SIFOCOl, so they pass. I see one person who I think went to SIFOCOl. So good morning to you. Hey, Astrid Peanut, good morning to you. Miranda Harris, good morning. Thanks for locking on. We appreciate it. And everybody has that locked in, like I said. Thank you for Marlon Dowie, good morning. Thanks for the jam last night.
Yeah, I was about to ask you earlier on if he came through,
Yes, Marlon came through, under pressure, but he came through.
Nice.
But we appreciate it, Marlon, for making sure we had the jam and making sure everything went smoothly, of course, little hiccups here and there as always, but thanks for coming through. We appreciate that. Helen Henderson, good morning to you. Asa, good morning to you. Benji from Triple K, good morning to you. Who again logging on there. Great show, yes. Triller had a good performance. Shirley was good there as well, up at Lalo. So, good morning.
Talking about the artists, and you mentioned Triller and Shirley and all of that. I'm not sure if you heard the latest from Ridge Across the Bridge, Mr. Ridge.
I haven't heard that one yet. Normally I get it right away, so I don't know. So, I'm going to have to look out for it.
But not just that, Nigel. He has sort of bridged the gap, in the music with the seniors and the nouvelle generation. So he has something with Chubby. You haven't heard this?
I haven't heard this, which is not normal.
Yes. And there's a lot more that Ridge has as well. So let me just big him up and
big up for that. I love that. I love when you can connect with the OGs and them and make sure that they feel part of the process.
Definitely.
So great initiative there. Appreciate that. Yes.
Okay, Nigel, they have been waiting on for too long. That is bad manners.
No,
so long we have them people there waiting, man. Come on, who does that? Let's get this right, Nigel. Come on. Open the door for them, man. Let's bring them on.
Sunset, they have to wait until sunset.
Let's bring them on.
But it's nice.
I heard a gentleman talking about. I heard a gentleman on SP where Squeal. I'm not sure if it's the same gentleman we have on today, Doctor. But I heard a gentleman on SP or Squeal. Was it this week talking about, or last week, I think? And the Creole, Nigel. I really enjoyed the discussion. So I just really had to say this. I like it a lot when Dominicans who have been living overseas for long can remember, how to hache or speak the Creole well. So let's bad bravo. Let's bring them on, Nigel.
Yes, let's bring them on. It's beautiful to have them. So good morning to you guys. Appreciate you and thanks for connecting with us on this Saturday. I gotta say it again. All it take me from my juvie, but it's great to be connecting with you guys here on this Saturday. Margaret and Glenda and Kevin, Laura, and all, and the three of you to share with us on what's going to be happening. But as always, on Connecting the Dots, for those who don't know, we like to have just a little quick 2 minutes in terms of background and like where you fought, part of Dominica you're from, and all the rest of it, and then we get into the actual discussion itself. So I'm gonna start with the femme Creole. She made sure she put a little Creole thing, nice head tie. So Margaret, good morning.
Good morning, Nigel. But j'ai aussi pas qu'à parler patois.
Hey.
I love it. You start the thing there today. They look like it's Creole, right?
Let's keep it going.
Pas problem, son. Look at parler Creole.
That's the limit to my patois.
That's the limit?
You want
so
to
on is dirty bagay AP. Stop.
I was telling you, what is mistake again?
Lewe, like an error, lewe. I think it's
lewe is mistake?
Yes.
You never did a word for mistake.
An error, lewe.
Error, lewe? Okay. Alright. You want to see my feel lewe?
But we can talk Kokoi though, and a still independent season.
Yes, I agree. I agree. So give us a little Kokoi as well as we go along.
So that means you are from the Kokoi speaking community.
Yes, I said Jean Wesley.
You say Jean Wesley?
Yes, Jean Wesley Pakapale Patois.
Okay. So it's about the Kokoi.
Okay.
Yes.
All right.
Yes.
That's nice.
Manu Prince, good morning to you.
So how would we say happy independence Dominicans and happy independence connecting the dots family? Is that too much? How would we say this in Kokoi?
In Kokoi, it would be the same. Happy Independence, Dominicans.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that's good.
Wonderful. So that was my little introduction. Like I said, we're gonna focus a little live on the event and what the Dominica SIFOCOl Alumni Association's been doing. But let's go over to Dr. Kevin Laura. Good morning to you. What part of Dominica are you from?
Good morning, Nigel. Good morning, Ivana. I'm from a little place called Montine in Grand Bay. Grand Bay, man.
So who's a parle Creole la bien?
Same way, man.
So you were the one you were on with Milia last week.
Last week. That's correct.
Ben on est pour parler autant Creole aujourd'hui là.
Mon yo joke pour ça. Il parle mot Dominic, I mean patois nous ka parler, nous direct translation en anglais, right? Comme mot kon information nous ka di information. Word kon confusion nous ka di confusion, right? Ou pas comme ça. Qui English version nous a dit pour nous ka servi comparaison. Là on dit comparaison. What's the English term for that? The English direct translation.
You're fresh.
No, but Nigel, if you look at the trend that he was going, he said confuse your confusion.
I know.
Copawezo.
I know Copawezo too.
Tell us.
But that was also comparison.
Comparison. Oh, yes.
Hey, that's the funny thing. There are some words they cannot directly translate.
Yeah.
You never say comparison.
Right?
Yes.
Copawezo. Be a Copawezo.
So yeah, I'm so happy.
That's a good one. No.
Sometimes I sit here and I think of words we use at home, and I think of how we just cannot, just like certain jokes, we cannot do the direct translation unless there are certain jokes in patois, they have to be said in patois. You can't say them in English for them to carry the same gist. You know,
that's true. That's true.
Yes.
But I'm so happy to be here. It's so nice seeing you again, Nigel.
Yes, my brother.
You don't age at all, man. What is that juice?
Nigel again.
What? I must follow suit. I thought I was doing the same, man, but yours seem better than mine.
Yeah. So you just drink our water and then
and mind your business.
And you mind our business.
You mind our business. According to Shirley, pass it. Just having fun.
But tell us a little about Martin though in Grand Bay. It's Martin, right? It's not Montin, right? It's Martin.
Well, the thing is, if we're gonna go patois, all those words in Dominica, we just change them and
but it's spelled Montine, but it's Martin. So the N
c'est même pas là, c'est Montin, c'est Tetmon, c'est Bordeaux, c'est Guampé, c'est Bericois, c'est Wavin Banan. All these things are French terms, if you notice. I don't know if people try to say Grand Bay. To me, if I had my choice, I say Guampé all the time.
Okay, interesting.
And it sounds so much richer.
Right.
Yeah. But tell us about Martin. We hear about Guabe, yes. But tell us about Martin, that that little hamlet in Guabe.
Martin is just when you reach Tetlale, you just continue going up the hill, and we are just before Tetmon. Sometimes they are interchangeable. The one school that's up there serves the Martin community as well as the Tetmon community. But it's just the north part of the Lally, the Grand Bay area.
Okay. All right. Vibrant community.
Well, we are kind of quiet. We're not as, I mean, population is a part of Grand Bay, right? So when you vote, we say Grand Bay is a large village. It is made up of all those little hamlets. So Mountain is the average village size. I would say Mountain Tetmon mixed would maybe fall at maybe 500 to 1,000 people, I would say.
Okay. All right. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah.
Yes, that was.
Yeah.
Who? Oh, Glenda, my dear friend, name is Glenda. Yes, good morning to you, Glenda Filbert McIntyre. Long time. What's up, my dear? How you doing?
Hey, bonjour.
Hey, you have a laddie white there. What?
Hey, I try to boast there, but that doesn't don't take it too far. I have my own language. I mix English and Creole. I mean, if that's okay.
That's okay. That's okay.
But we did bring our Creole consultant, Dr. Kevin Laura, in case we miss a word or two.
You miss a word or two. Hey, look pressure on you today, boy.
Look pressure, boy.
But let me tell you, I just enjoy being here. I wanna, they're asking Nigeria why he looking so good, but they don't know next to and in front of every good-looking, successful man is an amazing woman. I hear you on the radio. I dial in by phone often enough to know, I know, you might be that secret, you know what I mean?
Yes, I just keep Nigeria in check, We have a nice thing going, man. We are.
Yeah.
So tell us about yourself.
I love it.
Tell us about yourself, where you're from.
What part of the you're from and stuff?
So I love to say I'm from the best of both worlds.
Wow.
La Plaine and Roseau and Goodwill.
Hey, La
It
Plaine.
can't get better than that.
I used to go to La Plaine a lot before by teacher Agnes.
Oh my gosh, that's my family.
Hey.
Yeah. Element and
Marcus and man, all of them, Collins and Jacqueline and Jean and Violin
look at
and
that.
Letitia, and let's just go down. Yeah,
absolutely. You see, this is the connection already. I'm telling you, and so you agree, best of both worlds. So my early years in La Plaine, and I think we moved to Roseau about 3 years old. I was about 3. Went to school there initially, then moved back, and then I finished. When I got my past common entrance, I was, I completed at La Plaine and then moved to Goodwill permanently. Yeah. So again, the best of both worlds.
Wow, that's good.
It is.
One of the most beautiful villages, amazing villages in Dominica.
Yes. And it's so interesting to see. I mean, here we are connecting on something that we're going to be talking about, but at the same time, the connection was made, through SIFOCOl in a way. You know what I mean? Yeah. So. Sometimes you come from different parts of the country, but through education and through school we end up becoming as a family, knowing each other even if we didn't grow up from the same village.
So true.
And that's one of the beautiful things about going to either the Dominica State College as it's called now, or SIFOCOl back then as it was called, or what else they used to call it again, community college, whatever they used to call it. So that's a beautiful connection to have there. So we have Grand Bay.
One thing to keep in mind that DISA includes not only SIFOCOl and Dominica State College, but also the Dominica Teachers Training College, the nursing school, and the
So yes, the wings have been broadened somewhat.
Yes.
All of them combined now make up DISA.
Yeah. By the way, I'm looking at the live and Marceline is saying, wait a while, Margaret, you did not let us know you were on the program this morning. So Margaret, you want to share the news?
I'll let them know now.
Okay.
Detention for she late.
Yes, a detention.
Yes. Detention for. You see, Alvin know his people. Alvin know to see all his Atlanta folks, So he's saying good morning to his Atlanta people. So no detention for him. He on target.
We love Alvin.
He's on target. But yeah, I mean, it's nice to have, Grand Bay, Wesley, La Plaine, Roseau. I went from everywhere.
Goodwill.
Goodwill.
I made my travels back in the day, as a
yes,
girl.
Yes. So she from Grand Four sometimes, and other times she from Bath Road, and then other times she from
Thibault,
Eggleston. Yes. So she's a Dominican lady throughout.
Yeah.
Wonderful of that. Well, yes, guys. So getting into the Sunset Affair, and before we get into the Sunset Affair, You mentioned all the different organizations, all the different institutions that have now formed part of the Alumni Association. So, kind of briefly, give us a little idea about, the SIFOCOl Alumni, Dominica Alumni SIFOCOl Association. Tell us a little bit about that. Anyone?
Margaret, you can go ahead.
Okay. So the Dominica SIFOCOl Alumni Association, we normally call it DISA, it started a few years ago, and it started because of a few friends who got together to try to help out another friend in need. So there was a graduate in their year who was in need of.
So inevitable where she makes mistakes, and it's okay to make mistakes. But
It's okay to make mistakes.
What is happening?
more mistakes.
I don't know what
What is happening there?
Bring you in and talk about whether there's media.
Okay, so there's some interruption. Obviously, there's some interruption. It's still them, Nigel.
Yes, whoever.
I mean, if the person was talking Creole, no problem, eh?
Yeah.
But okay, so it's gone, right?
Yes, it's off. It's off.
Okay, it's off. All right, yeah. So we were saying.
Yes. So they started off as just a group of friends from the same graduating year who was trying to help out a friend in need. So one of their classmates needed dialysis, and so they started that group just to help him. So they eventually he passed away, but they continued with the philanthropic move. And so far they have donated 2 dialysis machines to the hospital, and I think 6 dialysis chairs. And then it continued to grow into now DISA is the official alumni association of Dominica State College. And it has grown beyond that original group of people who were trying to help out somebody to now have become a charity fundraising charitable organization. And so White Sunset is the official fundraising event, but they do other things as well.
All right.
Yes.
So before we get to the White Sunset event, though, let's just backtrack a little with DISA. In terms of what you would have done recently, this year, I think I would have heard you all on the news a few times in reference to what the association is doing. So just bring us up to date in reference to like what you have done in recent time.
So in the first year, 3 years ago, they donated $10,000 to the Home for the Aged. And a group of the members also did a cleanup at the Home for the Aged. So they whitewashed the outside, the surrounding of the home, and had it nice and clean. They also, 2 years ago, so that was 3 years ago, 2 years ago, they donated $10,000 in kind to the Operation Youthquake, and also donated $10,000 in scholarships to 6 students in need from Dominica State College. They also donated over $10,700 to the St. Vincent and Grenadines Community College when they were affected by La Soufriere volcano. They've also have donated scholarships to 2 students at the Convent High School, 2 students at the St. Martin Secondary School, and a student at the Concord Primary School.
Okay.
Those are things that they have done in the past.
Great initiatives. Great initiatives by DISA.
But
And they had also helped out when the tropical trough came in. I think it was 2 years ago or last year. They also donated to the Dominica State College students who were affected by that. So I think there was some parts where they were cut off, not being able to come down to the college, and so DISA stepped in and helped all those students as well.
That's good. So Dr. Laura, by the way, someone is saying, nice to see you, Kevin. It's been ages since I saw you. That message comes from Karen Winston. But I was about to ask you, what sets DISA apart from other organizations? And many times, organizations are formed and they start and they're vibrant, and then a few years, sometimes even a few months in some cases, you just don't hear about them again, so they just die a quick death. What sets DISA apart from some of these organizations that in terms of longevity, they just, they don't have it, they don't make it?
That's a great question, Ivana. We are composed of a cadre of people that have tenacity. This was carefully planned. Being able to identify the need. I just want to mention one person's name at this point. There's a good friend of mine who is the president of White Sunset, Paul Phillip. And way back, Paul and I, we go way back from SIFOCOl days. But in America, we had a business together. We were businessmen together. And Paul had always mentioned to me that, he said, Kevo, when I retire, man, I want to retire early. But when I retire, I always want to do something philanthropic. I just want to go on a campaign, but the rest of my life to doing philanthropic things. And it just, by nature, it seemed like when you put something out there in the universe, it just makes its way for you. He happened to be the president of our White Sunset event. But he has encapsulated the whole idea that many of us had in trying to do things that we as Dominicans who are living abroad feel that we may not have, as I always say, financial means to send home to people, although we send barriers, we send little things. But what can we do collectively and holistically that can impact the country in so many different ways? Most of us left Dominica, SIFOCOl graduates. We left for greener pastures. We left for higher education. Some of us are lawyers, doctors, whatever we went to do. And now how can we give back? This White Sunset, or DISA as a whole, we feel that we know what we are doing. We have plans for the future as to the bigger and better things. But we believe in the concept of the aggregate of marginal gains. In other words, as we gain traction, we expect to use that traction to do bigger and better things. And DISA is set up to be, as Glenda indicated a while, or Margaret indicated, a charity organization. We are not thinking of a stop to this. This is supposed to be generational. From now on, we are training the young members that are joining from the Dominica State College to understand what our vision is and to take on the mantle, to carry on that vision where we can do things that are structural for our country. In terms of gratitude, these are our teachers taught us. Nigel can tell you at sixth form, we had the best of teachers at the time. Mm-hmm. But we now can come back and say, hey guys, not just take the goodies of the elementary school teachers and the high school teachers and the sixth form college teachers and go and just forget them. No, some of them have passed on. What are we now doing to ensure that legacy holds on? And so we have a cadre, as I said, of people that are well-intended. We all are vested in this whole mission to do as much for Dominica as possible. And we have different facets. As Glenda said, White Sunset, I think Margaret or Glenda, White Sunset is just one of the areas that we are focusing on. But we have the mentorship program that we are developing. We have also what we have coming up even this season is the symposium, the medical symposium. We are going to house about 350 high school students and some college students in Portsmouth on the 21st. And we're going to have as many of the medical professionals in Dominica be our guests, so to speak, where we'll have several booths where we're going to have the students come and interact with the professionals as to understanding the greater medical field. Just like when we were in college in sixth form, I always wanted to do business, but all they offered us was accounting, economics, and business administration. When I came to America, I learned that there are so many facets to this whole concept of business. You can go into marketing, you can go into human resource management, but these were not really exposed to us. So we were limited in our choices. When I came to study, I said I want to study accounting. Yes, I studied accounting to a high level. But beyond that, I end up in other things because as the world opens up, you learn more. So we want to give the students and the upcoming ones an opportunity to know more about what is possible and where the passion lies, and we want to mentor them into that regard. So all these things are on tap for DISA, and I think we are, I've only to a question, we stand to do big things for a long period of time.
Well, we have had Paul and Wayne you know,
Yes.
on past programs. And yes, I really get the feel that, you know, DISA continues to do well. And I really want to applaud you all, even before we end the program, because, you know, it's always good news. You're talking about a medical symposium on the 21st, right?
Yes, 21st.
October 21st.
That's big. Okay, so you wanted to say?
Yeah, a little bit. And, you know, Margaret and Kevin did brilliantly in sharing what this is. And a few things I wanted to add to your question, Ivona, is we are a non-political group. Because this intend, we're nonprofit registered in Dominica and in the US, and as a nonprofit, irrespective of leadership, whether it's private leadership, leadership of the country, we are always working to have a working relationship and support our community regardless. So we do not discuss politics. We may discuss and argue policies, but we're very strict as being non-political. So, you know, that's one of the things. In addition to our shared vision or shared passion for philanthropy, it was started on philanthropy. And even when before the group was formalized, whether organically or not, there are people who did not come along once we were formalized. The people were initially donating to the friend in need. So those who came along were people who were passionate and were all shared the vision of giving back to a fellow Dominican. So when you ask why would this group survive more than groups in the past, some groups in the past, we check our egos at the door. Kevin mentioned we have people from all levels of professions. We have CEOs in our group. We have from, you know, all levels. But when we have someone in leadership, whoever is the head of the committee, you know, we regard that that individual, and we fall in line regardless of what your profession is. It doesn't matter. We're here to serve a purpose, and that purpose is Dominica, our country. And so having that shared vision, being non-political, we don't argue religion, we don't argue politics. That's not part of our makeup. And we think that is important. So we have the shared vision, we're united in that, and we eliminate all distractions and areas of conflict, and we leave our egos at the door. I think that I can truly say may be the thing setting us apart from some of the other groups that, you know, that have not succeeded.
Good. Nice. I like that because you know, the focus is on the country and what we can do, and then, you know, the other things we talk about as friends, private, and all the rest of it. Beautiful. White Sunset. What made you guys decide to come up with this White Sunset? Where was this idea born? If you know, why White Sunsets? This is the flagship now of this apparently. So why White Sunset?
Okay, maybe I can attempt that. We went back and forth with finding a name, finding a place, finding a name, and that's why we chose the time of the day that kind of mirrors the term. We believe it's Creole season. If you notice the colors of Creole, the Madras, you can find it in nature, you know. When the sun is setting in the evenings in Dominica, there is that beauty, that array of colors that just radiates from that, right? So we thought, if we went back and forth with the name White Sunset, but think of it, it's with a hint of Creole. So it gives up people an opportunity to take pictures around 6 o'clock, maybe if you want to come a little earlier. And the background around Kaimamamwe there, that, I mean, on the West Coast there where the sun sets. And it just provides that array that kind of complements the season and everything. I think these were some of the arguments that came into fray, and Margaret might have some additional things to bring in there, Margaret or Glenda. I see you showing out there. but this is kind of what some of the concepts we had, where people could. It's an all-white affair with a hint of Creole in the outfit, yes, but the ambience of the natural background providing we have the weather that we anticipate, this kind of encapsulate the concept of white sunset.
Uni Powell, we say, ani yon moun motin ki sa explique cosa. What's up, eh? But that's good. That's good.
And I was saying earlier about a young an artist who just came up with music that for both generations, right? Mm-hmm. Now look at us. You know, Ivana, Nigel, we all are the same generation because we went to school together. So the leadership at DISA were looking at doing something. And we had to find something that could bring the community, us together, right, to celebrate. So the White Sunset event is we call it an elegant event because our generation are looking to socialize and have a good time in a different way than the generations after us. And, you know, that's just how generations work. So we had to find an event that would cater to that. You know, that wide expanse of different generations, including ours. You know, I can't jump up. Well, I never did jump up, do much of jumping up, but I can't jump up the way, you know, I could have at 21. So White Sunset is an elegant event. So we have a VIP section. Those of us, even some of our teachers show up at the event. Our business partners show up. And then there's part, they cater to the younger or the generation that likes, you know, more active. And so we have the general area near the stage. It has a little bit of something for everyone. So it's and that's why we call it an elegant event. We want something elegant that everyone can enjoy and have a good time. We wanted something that to tie in philanthropy into that. So we have we set it up where folks general admission can have a great time with the stage, right, with the performers. The VIP folks, some can sit at formal tables and be served. Some can be at cocktail tables. We have a garden area. We have a deck overlooking the ocean. So we have a little bit for everyone. And so our diaspora community that wants something different can find it there. Or, you know, everybody can find it there. No matter what your age is, no matter what your generation is. I know I'll be sitting at one of the tables or at the cocktail table. I can't jump like before. But, you know, there's something for everyone. And that's what we wanted to encapsulate as well. Something that everybody can come in, enjoy, a great ambiance, have a good time, and feel good about giving back to a local cause. And that is important too. Nobody's keep everything Nigel and Ivona is given back to the community. We hold on to nothing. It goes back to the community. And that is, again, something that we wanted as a group, and those who we have been able to do with the White Sunset.
All right, let me bring in an aside there. How was Nigel at school?
Oh, Nigel was so creative.
What do you remember?
Oh, Nigel.
I'll tell you what
he was creative and artistic and talented as he is now.
No, let me add to that. Nigel was always a very smart guy, very smiley, engaging, but he was also the women's pet, you know. They like Nigel.
Oui, boy, Nigel.
So, next topic.
I put you on blast, bro.
C'est ça,
what I can tell you, Nigel is supposed to and Nigel is coming soon, so Nigel is supposed to carry with him my attire, my dressing for the White Sunset.
Yes.
So I'm not looking forward to it too much because of what happened previously. I don't know. I have
it in the group, but well pressed.
But anyway, I'll leave that alone.
So you don't have to worry. Well pressed.
Okay,
so as you mentioned about the outfits, though, so I know it's a white with a hint of Creole, right? But you may have some folks who, you know, I mean, miss the memo and come with a different color. I mean, dress code is not strictly enforced. If you don't have white, you can still come through, right?
Yes. Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely. Yes. Okay.
I mean, I have my white already, but I just want to make sure in case, you know,
in case
of anybody else who just came in that night and they're like, hey, we have an event, but it's white, all white. And you're like, oh, I ain't got all white.
Before you answer this,
no dress code police. We're good.
I like that.
Someone wants to say something.
Nigel, we carry a
just hold on a while, Dr. Laura.
Just dip your shit in
But you're not hearing me, man.
You make it right for them.
Just hold on a while.
Just an event.
I don't know why they're not hearing.
What was that, Margaret?
I say it's more than just an event. It's a unique cultural experience.
It is.
Okay,
so can I come in now?
Here
Can I come in?
Here goes the spin. And it's going to be held where again?
Hi, Mama Mwe.
I don't know why I'm not being heard. Am I being heard now?
Yes.
Okay, I was just saying, someone just stick a pin there. Someone wants to just add something very short. I'm not sure what it is exactly, but let's just go to the telephone and just welcome this person. Hello.
Hello, this year it's Dublin here. Just
hey, your voice I didn't make audio.
Hello?
Go ahead.
Yeah, just bigging up the people, tremendous group. I mean, it's quite an experience to work with them. I just want to,
Damien Dublin.
to big them up. Yeah. Listening.
All right, okay.
All the best, folks. We'll catch up.
Thank you.
Yes. Thank you, Dr. D. Thank you.
Yes.
I'm eyeing your blouse, I have an outfit it would go well with your blouse, Ivana.
All right.
You have a, but you have outfits.
It's okay. Yes, I have different colors.
No, I want the blouse she has on. The one
you want the one she have on and you give her a white one instead. Okay.
Okay.
All
Well,
right.
yeah.
There you go. Connecting the blouses. That's okay.
The dogs, yes, sir.
but so you were saying that it's at Kaimama. But for those who don't know, where is that location?
That's the old Evergreen Hotel. It's in Loubier. So when you're heading into this on the right hand side,
it's not Loubier,
so Nigel, did we do our graduation there? That's
our
graduation ball. Our graduation ball was.
I think that's where it was. Yeah.
Yes. That's what our ball.
Yeah.
But it's not Loubier. I think you said Loubier. It's not Loubier. It's Castle Comfort, Lower Castle Comfort.
That's Lower Castle Comfort.
That's close to Citron. Yeah.
Okay.
I mean,
that's my backyard, so I know.
Baila, see, logo mute agombe. Logo mute agombe. Avant ti pont, dernier pont ka pont, avant arriver Castle Comfort. Avant the gas station.
300S for free. Find yours.
I can't understand.
90% of patients
joke that, man. Milton that man.
100%.
All right, it's connecting the dots. I'm really enjoying this. The SIFOCOl Alumni Association. It's that interruption is still there. I'm not sure what's happening, Nigel.
Tell your doctor about it.
What? I don't know where this is coming from. I'm trying my best.
Your doctor?
Nah, it's still there. It's still there, Nigel. It's still there.
And anyone looking for the right look at the right price.
No, it's coming up, and I don't have anything else on. I don't know where it's coming from. If it's let's see. What? Nigel is still Lawi?
Yes.
Joke that, man. The devil setting traps for you.
Yes, they muted now. That's fine.
All right.
That's fine. Yeah, they muted.
So let's go back to White Sunset.
In the middle of Kevin Gadino,
I tell you, I won't just take a deal la slab but myself. If that pack on it, you probably on it. By last, yeah. So it's in Newton. It's in Castle Comfort. Just before the little bridge.
In fact, it's just about 2 minutes from my home. 2 minutes walking. Yeah, just about.
Yes.
Yeah. So that's my backyard, really.
She'll just run down with one outfit and run back up, change and run back again.
Yeah.
We have some guests looking for housing. Ivona, you have rooms available in the inn.
Boy, them things are so busy. But we can maybe
tell your guests to call Sammy later. Sammy later, wherever you are, they have some people looking for somewhere. Help them out.
Yeah.
By the way, let me put a plug on that. I got 3 bedrooms in Mount Daniel.
Okay.
Anybody interested in that?
Look there, right there. And then
Mount Daniel.
Yes,
reach out to Nigel, myself, anyone
and you get connected. Yes.
Okay.
This is my other place in Belfast. So reach out to me to link you up. We have enough places you can stay.
Yeah.
Do not use the fact that you don't have anywhere to stay in Dominica as a reason for you not to come to White Sunset or to come to Dominica for Creole. We have places all over for you. Just link us, we'll get you there. All right, no problem with that. So, who are some of the performers for on the event?
So we have Colin XP, Ecstasy Band, Signal Band, the Paybush Drummers. Those are the performers that are announced to date.
And we have a few DJs added to that as well.
Yes.
Selecta Urban, and we have a Major Mystic and DJ Silent. I think, yeah, DJ Silent, Selecta Urban, and Major Mystic.
Yes. Major Mystic was also good at the jam last night. The Booyah Line from Miami Carnival. So that was wonderful as well. Yes. What time? Event starts from what? 6 7, 8?
It starts from 6 p.m. till 2 a.m.
And there's a place where you can take your photos and stuff like that.
Yes, there'll be photo, there'll be food, drinks.
And we want to do at 6 because sunset hopefully is one of the big attraction. We can't beat what nature can provide. So come early, folks. Come at 6. Try to get your pictures and have the backdrop be that
Meglin, same with if and I cannot reach there on time. All you haven't got a green screen sunset. The guys and moon this
Creole. That's a Creole
pattern. Backdrop somewhere. Even if I miss the real sunset, I can get a fixed sunset.
I know, right?
Well, we have the Creole backdrop, and that's available too, and then you have beautiful Nigel. So many of your old friends will be happy to see you.
Paul and company. I want the sunset. I want a picture of the sunset. If I late, I still want the sunset.
Yeah, because Nigel knows he may be late.
I put in pressure only today.
Yeah, Nigel may be doing an outside broadcast on that same day, just before the start of the White Sunset event.
Yes, do a painting.
So he's kind of gauging.
Coming late and we still want the picture by the sunset. Yeah. Make somebody do a painting in the backdrop. You can still get the sunset. Yeah. Pressure on you.
Don't Nigel,
I think that's already in the works.
Your old friends will radiate sunshine around you. Don't worry, your old friends, your old people will be radiating sunshine around you.
But let us give us a sense of some of the reviews from last year and the year before, that trend that continues every time the event is on. In terms of the reviews, what are people saying? What have you heard right after last year that still resonates with you as you prepare for this grand one again this year?
That's a great question, Ivona. Boy, you're bringing it on. And
Nigel
hear that stuff. And we celebrate the good reviews, right? We celebrate it at the moment, but what carries through the next year is what the reviews that were not as positive. So the first year were 200 strong, about 200 participants. Our first year, it was great. The next year, we were over 700 guests, and can you imagine a 2-year-old organization at the time having one event, 200 people, and to tripling that, more than tripling that the next year. So of course there were areas that we could learn from, and that's what we focus on into this event. Some of the reviews was space. That was a major feedback, and anything that related to that large crowd. And we hired on professionals to give us advice on how we could make the space more comfortable for our guests. Simeon Joseph we hired him on to come on as a event.
Oh, and he's a professional. Yeah. He's a professional.
Oh, absolutely. Yes. And we're so happy to see what we have done, and there are other advice folks we hired as well. So we listen. Audience, we listen to your feedback. We've expanded the area to house more people because the facilities is there, right? But there were unused areas, but there were areas that you needed a vision to build on, and of course the capital to do it, and so under the leadership of Paul Phillip, who is the chairman of that committee, we and in conjunction with membership, leadership, and Simeon and some others, we've expanded we've listened to you, we've brought in fans, we've expanded the sitting area, we've expanded the table area. So yes, that's a great question, Ivona, and that was one of the main feedback or comments we heard after last year's event, and it's great to have that growth that people are, that we could look back and say, wow, we grew. We needed to grow in certain areas to come with that growth, and we're there. So people will be quite pleased. People will be quite pleased to see what has been done for this year.
Okay, Nigel, what is happening on the live, by the way, before you comment, Dr. Laura? I'm looking with interest what Crispin Shillingford is saying. He's saying, good morning, blessings, listening from Baytown, Texas. Wesley, so what he's saying about Wesley reunion, Lawi Connect, December 2024. So Nigel, we have to keep that in mind as well, because we have to bring on a group of people from Wesley.
We have to keep that in mind to connect with them.
Yes, bring them on reunion to talk more about this. Yes. What again is happening in the book before we...
Kevin, yes.
I just wanted to add something I think we cannot miss tonight. Is the question people have, what is in it for me? Somebody might ask that. Okay, I'm coming in, I'm going to give you all money to help them.
You take my money and yes, what's happening?
But there's a lot in it for them as well. Beyond just the amenities that we've discussed, such as the entry, from the time you walk in, the setting that we have provided for you, the classiness, the elegance. Upon arrival, you will be greeted with a souvenir cup from DISA, right? Everybody's going to that's a takeaway, right? We from there you walk in further, and you have a choice between a free rum punch, compliments of Belfast Estate, as well as some wine. All right. I think one of the other sponsors is responsible for the wine, but there's a wine tasting, so people who wish to try either or of the drinks, but that's complimentary, and that's for everybody. Now, beyond that, of course, you're gonna have people who did not pay for VIP. The general admissions people will pay their $80 to get in, and they will get drinks and food at a cost to them. That's people who didn't pay VIP. You pay for your drinks and your food. VIP, on the other hand, oh my God, if I had a choice, it would be VIP. These people are going to be provided with the treatment of a lifetime, right? We have qualified escorts that take you to your seats, right? You will be served orders throughout the night, unlimited drinks, dinner. I mean, just put up your hand and say your name, and you get whatever you want. You understand that kind of thing, Nigel? Like we've never seen before in Dominica, right? And no time for you to say, I'm walking around and somebody bump around me and bump me. We bring the things to you. You just really kit at hands and feet. Now, in addition to that, throughout the night, we'll have so many raffles. We have had the generous offerings of donors who have made it possible that we raffle some of their goods and even services. One of the biggest raffles, we have a $1,000 coupon towards a flight anywhere in the world that will be raffled as well. I think this is an online one, so we can give you more information on that. And Margaret and Glenda, prepare to join me on this. Also, throughout the night, local raffles to restaurants like Charlie's Courtyard, like several of the restaurants have given us coupons that people will be raffling throughout the night. And
there's VF Inc.
Okay.
Jungle Bay Resort and Spa, Rosalie Bay Resort, Intercontinental Resort and Spa, Keeping It Real, Charlie's Courtyard, Fort Young Hotels. Those are some of the raffles that's going to be happening in that night itself.
So
the online raffle, Kev, just to plug in, White Sunset 2024 raffle.eventbrite.com, and that's even our diaspora who are not able to come down and want to give back to a worthy cause. White Sunset 2024 raffle.eventbrite.com.
Can you repeat that one more time, please, Glenda?
Yes, White Sunset 2024 raffle.eventbrite.com.
Thanks for the help.
All of you who are not able to attend and in person and support a worthy cause and give back to our beautiful Dominica, you can do that for only $20. You can give back to a worthy cause.
Right. Alvin Thomas is asking
Nigel
the live,
and that's kind of the additional things that we have in place for our patrons. So we want to let them know that it's just an exciting event all through the night.
Is there an online link as well to purchase tickets? Somebody's asking us on the live.
Eventbrite. That's just what Glenda just gave.
Oh, so that's same link. Okay. All right.
Okay. And for that link
On
or directly,
Eventbrite.
yes, on Eventbrite event. So White Sunset 2024.eventbrite.com will take them directly to our tickets.
Okay.
White Sunset 2024.eventbrite.com will take them directly to our tickets if they want tickets online to purchase online. Otherwise, in person, Oyo Construction, Bullseye Pharmacy, and Depex locally.
What is the key challenge though you face when you organize an event like that? Of course, you have you all are overseas.
The weather,
well,
Mother Nature.
Right, talking about the preparation, the phase.
And very true. Mother Nature is one of the huge challenges, and as we speak, our chairman, Paul Philip Hayes, and his team and his crew is making through Oyo Construction is working on the facility, in adding drainage and gutters and roofing and covers and etc. Some of our partners are coming along, business partners are coming alongside us and having tents as well. So I would think, I would think is one of our biggest challenges, And
a second challenge I would add is the balancing quality and quantity. As we grow in the last 2 years, we've seen, as Glenda alluded to, we've tripled our growth in terms of patronage. This year, we expect the numbers to go beyond 700, but we have challenges of space, and we do not want to lose the quality of this event by making it so huge of a thing that it loses its finesse. Wow. Therefore, we are encouraging people, because it's a captured audience. It's we want to stay around the 750 because that's what we've catered for this year. Try to get in early because it's not for everybody. It's for everybody. Not everybody will make it. Try to be the one or one among those that make it, because it's such a unique, elegant, classy event.
Okay. So keep in mind, although dinner is served, there's only a certain window for dinner. So if the event starts at 6 and you get there at 11 or 12, chances are food will be done, the dinner will be done. So you would have had your VIP ticket, but not have enough, not get any dinner because you got there at 12. So the key is to get there early. Also keep in mind that the tickets are...
Put it for me if I late.
Okay, we'll put your name on it. But keep in mind that the tickets are selling out. And so there will be no VIP tickets sold at the gate. So if you come with intentions to buy a ticket at the gate, you can only buy a general admission ticket at the gate. There'll be no VIP tickets sold at the gate. So get your VIP ticket in advance if you plan on getting there.
And we still have VIP tickets available, right?
Yes, there are some VIP tickets available.
Yes.
But not too many. So you have to get them quickly.
And those can be purchased online, like online, you were telling everyone, or as well from the local outlets.
Yes.
All right, interesting. I like
that. And the VIP, so there are different levels to VIP. So there's the VIP experience where that ticket is $100. You get your souvenir cup, the rum punch, the hors d'oeuvres, drink, and dinner. But you could also get the VIP table. So general VIP will have tables, but they are not assigned. So you can purchase a VIP table. So you could have a VIP table with a minimum of 4. So if 4 of you get together and purchase a VIP table, that will be yours. And that one is EC $620, US $600 for a table of 4. Or you could have a table of 5 or a table of 6. And there you'll have your specific servers for you, and that table will be yours. No one else can sit at that table. You'll be assigned that table.
Okay. All right.
And that one is high in demand. So there may be a few tables left. If you're interested in getting a group of friends together or your family, just jump in that right away, because the VIP tables were really very much in demand. And that's one of the areas we listened to as well. And we increase the ability to have more tables. And I think in the future, we may see more and more requests for that, for having tables.
Let us look at the issue of
just before you do so, though, I want to.
Yes,
this person is saying that, good morning, I've been attending your event from inception. Last year was terrible. And we always want to say the good and the bad, right? Last year was terrible, and the reason they're saying that terrible is the bar service. You can't have people serving in the bar without training. The food needs to be checked on again. We should have more for Creole foods. I hope this will not happen again because I will always be attending, but just wanted to give you some feedback on what happened. Hopefully you can get it fixed. If not, I'll just give a donation. So something to take into consideration.
That's where Simeon Joseph came in, and we listened to those feedback. Nice. And so this year they have expanded the table service. There'll be a private buffet just for the VIP table. So they'll be training for the for the people who are going to be doing the service.
Wonderful.
Kevin, are you one of those that's going to help with the training?
Yes, actually we have a series of training carried for the volunteers. It's going to be at the DSC, and as well as we're going to spread the training from the Dominica State College down to the Kaimamamwe as well for the practical part of the training, actually demonstrating, showing the areas, and almost like you call rehearsing in advance what we are going to actually implement. So we have taken dramatic steps to mitigate some of those things that were risky for us last year, and we are in a better position now. So to all the people listening, take my word for it, we are better off.
But I like the idea. I like the idea, Kevin and Margaret and Glenda as well. That although this is an event, this is like it's a party, it's an event, but yet still there seems to be spin-offs in terms of you could just mention the training of people. Which doesn't necessarily happen in other events, right? So there's a training of people, there's a training of bar people, maybe the gates, those receiving you at the gates are being trained on how they approach you, the customer service. So I like the fact that it's not just an event, but there are other spin-offs that's happening from that event, right?
Yeah, we want to keep the essence of elegance. When we say elegant, we really want to practicalize that word, elegance. And that means people have to feel it, they have to sense it, they have to see it in play. So we have taken those steps to make it happen, and we are still human. We are. Please give us some grace, but we have.
And it's only the third year, right? It's only the third year.
Yeah.
So,
but we take nothing for granted. We listen to our patrons, and we implement the best we can so that we can give them the great experience that they expect.
And Paul has been on the ground much earlier this time. The preparation started a lot earlier this time so that they can erase the little kinks that straighten it out. So work has started much earlier than this year.
Because I was going to ask in terms of when Ivonne asked about the challenges, the fact that you're not living in Dominica, but you're planning an event in Dominica. How has that been in terms of challenges for you guys? Because, you're not on the ground. So how have you been able to have that coordination going, the fact that you're out of Dominica, but still trying to get this event done?
No, if I may say that, respond to that. Well, two things, Nigel. Right before I answer that, a little bit about your caller and lack of training for the bartender and the bartender. Please give him some grace. It's the volume. We'll go back to the volume of guests that we had there, just to share that, because I don't want the young man thinking that he was not up, or the young person thinking they were not up to par. They really were, but there was a volume. And at any event, there was a huge volume of guests, and this year we're much more prepared for, so they will have a better experience. But to your point, and that's the beautiful thing of this about this organization, our membership and our leadership are made up of folks back home and here. So even though you look at our leadership team, and I'll let me just get in essence who our leadership is. We have Wayne Liebert, who's overseas. He is the president. We have Jennifer Liebert, who is overseas as well. But we have Paul Phillip, who is on the ground. He's on the ground. Keith Benjamin, he's on the ground.
Eddie
Bruno, our treasurer, he's on the ground. We have Irvin Dura, he's on the ground. Valda Henry, in the area, in the Caribbean. So in terms of
Miss Honore.
I'm sorry?
Miss Honore.
Miss Honore as a supporter. So we have I believe we have a huge presence both at home and in the diaspora. So and that helps us combine the both worlds, because as you know, when you're in the diaspora, you see things a little bit differently. You know, when you're home, you have a slightly different perspective. None is quite wrong, but different. And so having leadership in both almost equally, both in the diaspora and at home, it brings both perspective together, you know, and they and decisions can be made, because our audience is made up of folks at home and folks in the diaspora. You know, folks in the diaspora, especially my generation, I say, oh, we're not not too much of this is important to us as an event, at an event like that. Folks at home may say, this is what is most important to me, you know, when I come to an event like that. So having both, you know, can really cater to both sides of our audience, our guests. Mm-hmm.
And you know, guys, we would be totally remiss if we did not make mention of our sponsors. We have different categories of sponsorship, right? We have the $12,500 sponsorship. And those that would fall under that so far, what we call our platinum sponsors. You have Do It Center, and we have Oyo Construction. They will be well displayed there. You see them. So much respect.
Okay, so what we could
Do It Center and Oil Construction. Beyond that, though,
apart from the I know you're mentioning the sponsors, probably we could just mention your two top sponsors, so we could stop there. You know, for purposes, obviously.
Yes, send your bill, Gabe.
Yes, yeah, we can do that to send your bill, and yeah.
Yeah, we understand.
So, but it's nice that you have many people, you know, seeing this as vital, and really, you know, sort of stamping the authority and sponsoring the event, because at the end of the day, as you say, everything goes back to charitable organizations. And this is wonderful. This is really wonderful. I really have to say this. 3 years already. Obviously, you'll still have some challenges, but the fact that you see this as necessary to come up every year as one of the main programs to garner funds, to raise funds, to help charitable organizations, I have to say hats off to you all. This is just simply wonderful. I'm listening there. I know we had Paul and Wayne already, but to listen in the third year what is happening. And, you know, just to go back as well and think about what you have already contributed. This is huge, and I really have to congratulate all of you for this. So I just wanted to say this before I forget, and then the program ends. But I wanted to ask as well.
Thank you.
I wanted to ask as well, though.
So in terms of those who are you know, attending the event, they're attending the event, but they're also contributing towards something. So what are the plans that DISA has in terms of those charitable causes? Mm-hmm. What are the funds heading towards? What are you going to be using it for?
So the grand announcement has not been made to us as membership, but the board has made the decision, and we're told that it will be all disability supporting disability groups in Dominica. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So we're focused on the disabled this year. So the first year, as you were told, it was the aged. Last year, Operation Youthquake, you know, or young men in crisis. We supported that organization. So this year will be the disabled. Mm-hmm.
Lovely. I like that. I like that.
And it has taken a little while to announce who the beneficiary will be this year, because the approach was different. Okay. So they allowed different groups to submit a request, like a profile of their charitable organization. Okay. And then there are a group of people who are working on selecting the top group, but it will be, great. As Glenda said, disability.
I wanted to ask a question, though, apart from the White Sunset affair, really. How do you all enjoy independence celebrations as well? Of course, it's the third year. What would you have been, you know, very, very much involved in prior to this White Sunset affair? And even before you come down to Dominica, you know, for the grand event, tell us about your whole independent spirit and how you partake in this, you know, big celebration as a Dominican.
Well, for me, in Atlanta, I was the president of our Atlanta Dominica Association for a few years, and we always held a little independence celebration around hours in Dominica. So we did activities. We had sometimes some artists. We've had Midnight Grovers. We've had those guys come up around that time. Sometimes we do it a week or two before the event. And so we always gather the Dominicans in this area and do something fun. Other years, I'll come down to Dominica and participate, because I really just think this is the richest time in Dominica's life. The farmers, the market. When you go to the market around that time, I get the healthiest part of my year around Independence, when I get those foods and the fruits start to produce in Dominica. So we do come. We do. Those of us who don't come, we celebrate within our region.
Okay. What about you, Glenda? Do you dress in your Creole wear, mashiko, atias, and all of that?
I have to confess, I don't, right? I don't have Creole vibes, but I have Madras cloth. You know, I have Madras,
But you represent, so that's
plaid. Plaid. It's like a plaid.
You plaid, so okay.
Yeah, look like little outfits, you know. But initially, for many years, I have friends from the different countries around Independence, and even theirs. We'd all bring our little local foods and have like brunch. We did little things around that time to celebrate each other. Sometimes we go to whoever the Dominica Association in the Atlanta area, whatever they're celebrating, will support that in whatever way they're doing it that year. If I were to come home, let's say we didn't have White Sunset, for me, the big thing is the food. I am a foodie. I'm not a snacker. So for me, it's my bakes and saltfish, my cucumber and hawasaw, you know, that is the thing. Lots of tamarind ball, if I can find it. So if I were to come home, it's food, you know, food would be my focus, primarily. More than anything else, and hanging out with family. For me, the big thing when I go home is hanging out, especially any aged aunties and so forth in the family. And whatever they're cooking in the kitchen has never tasted so good before than when I come home and eating a senior person's meal in the kitchen. So that for me is more my vibes.
What about you, Margaret? How do you find your Dominicanness at this time?
So prior to living in Texas, I lived in New York. And in New York, they have the Independence Celebration Service, so around Independence time. At Nexus also have the Miss Warb or Madame Warb. Sometimes it's the older ladies, sometimes it's the younger kids. And there's always some cultural thing going on. There is the Creole breakfast that you can go to in New Jersey. In Texas, they have some things in Houston. So sometimes you have a picnic. And then they also have cultural celebrations in Houston as well. So it's like you're out of Dominica, but in Dominica. There's always something Dominican to go to around the Independence time. And when I lived in New York as well, I went to a church that was basically all Caribbean people. So around that time, you get to go to church in your cultural wear at that time too.
Dominican vibes continues no matter where you go, man. That connection is always there, and that
you can get out of Dominica, but you can't get the Dominican out of you.
That's it. And Marceline Edwards wants to let you know, Glenda, she have a lot of Creole wear, so contact her if you need Creole wear. She'll be happy to organize you accordingly.
Would love it.
Yes. So Marceline, so contact Marceline, okay? She'll help you out with the Creole wear in case you need anything Creole. She can do that for you. Marceline organizing an expo every year. So it's beautiful that she can be part of that, whole process.
And she's a Miss Fashionista, so she's on point to this.
She is.
Okay, so I'm looking at the time. We're coming to the end. Let's just give the basic information again. The date of the event, that is very important. The time, where, and all of that. As we end, of course.
As we end, okay. So it's October 23rd. It's the Wednesday before the Grand Will Creole Music Festival finale. So October 23rd, Kai Mamamwe, 6 p.m. Kai Mamamwe, as Kevin says, right in Castle of Comfort, right before you take that little bridge. Right before the little bridge, right, Kevin?
Yeah, that's correct.
Right before the little bridge. Kai Mamamwe, October 23rd. And you know, it's an elegant event. It's a beautiful event. It's an event to give back to you, and you won't regret giving back to your community. Dominica we love so much, and an opportunity to preserve our culture and to help our local Dominica in some way. So come on.
Ivana, do we have an time to have someone win a ticket to the
But
event?
you mean all you have tickets?
Wow. Let's see. We have just about 2 minutes left in the program. Let's see how quickly we can make this happen. Yes. Let's see. You have a question?
So the person that can call with the year that the technical college was officially opened will get a free general admissions ticket to White Sunset.
The question is, give the year that the technical
college was formally opened.
The technical college. Not the Clifton UPD Community College. You're talking about the technical?
The technical part of
it. Okay, all right. So give the year. Okay, so while Nigeria, what we'll be doing, we may get calls, and we may have answers on the live. So we have to keep checking.
Yes, we may do that as well. So so if you can tell us the year that the technical college is open, you get yourself a free ticket. You win yourself a ticket to White Sunset. General admission, October 23rd.
Winnie Green is saying 1971.
No, not yet. A little too early.
All right.
So Winnie, you're wrong. That's what Margaret telling you. You're wrong.
1970. That's what. Someone said 1970.
1970. Somebody said 1970.
No, they're a little too early.
Early.
Yeah.
All right.
So we have just 1 minute. 1 minute left. 1 minute left. Let's see.
1 minute left, and if not, we can continue to. You can continue.
1975.
A little too late.
A little too late. So here's the
1980.
1980.
1975 was too late. 1971 was too early.
75 too late. 71 too
I'm getting a call. Let me just take this.
I know the answer.
Let me take this. Hello.
1977.
1977.
1977.
No, 75, 77, too
I think
too late.
Somebody said
okay, so try again.
Oh, almost there.
1970.
1973.
Wow.
1973.
That is
right,
it?
so I think the person
no, boy, you're not supposed to win. What?
1973.
Who said it first? Okay, so
Crispin Shillingford.
Crispin Shillingford. I thought it was one of the executive producers. I thought it was
me. He said after.
He said after. So Crispin Shillingford. So he's the same one who told us about.
Shillingford, you've won yourself a ticket to go to White Sunset.
Yeah.
General admissions. If you're not in Dominica, you can give it to Ivona. To somebody that's on your behalf.
Yes, all right. He's the same one who told us about the Wesley Reunion coming up.
Yes,
all right.
Yes.
Okay, but we have to.
I think he listens to your programs all the time.
He does.
By the way, quickly, as to say that, tell us what you think about the program, just in less than a minute, obviously, everyone. Give us 30 seconds. What do you think about the program?
I really think this is a far-reaching program. We are so delighted to have been on there, and we hope that the message was gotten and transmitted to the general public. Right. Looking forward to seeing everybody at White Sunset. Thank you, guys.
Glenda, tell us.
Well, of course, I always enjoy and honestly enjoy yours and Nigel dynamics. I laugh all the time listening to your show. Sometimes I think, Nigel was so creative. Why don't you two do a stand-up comedy? It's special. Just put something together. We need that. That's all part of our Creole experience, and we need to have that.
Well, Nigel,
license. I love the dynamics. You guys really, I was garage sale shopping in Tampa one year, and me and all of us in the truck were listening to you all, and we're just cracking up. We love the grammar school SMA vibes, bantering that go on all the time. We just love it. So you guys are touching people and bringing joy into households that you may not even realize the impact of what you do. And so just congratulations.
Well, thank you. Thank you for that. Thank you. Nigel and I, we have a good connection. We have a good connection. Yeah. A lot of times you have people operating in combo, and there's always sometimes, some, row, so to speak, going on. But Nigel and I, we cool. We have a good connection. So tell us, Margaret, as we end.
So when you do the Creole show, it's tough for me to understand all of the Creole, but it helps to link you to Dominica. So it gives you that feeling like I have Dominican in my living room, just listening to the show.
All right. Okay, so Nigel, that's it for us.
That's it for us. We'll link again next week. Appreciate it. Thanks again, Kevin, Glenda, Margaret, White Sunset. We appreciate you. Paul, thanks for making it happen as well. and we connect again next week, my dear.
Yeah.
Thank you. Have
a good one.
Thank you so much.
All right.
Appreciate it.
Enjoy.
Get your tickets before they run out.
Yes. Okay.
You
So
better do
yeah.
that.
Okay. So we'll touch base soon when you land in DA. You take care.
Yes, my
all
dear.
right, I'm gonna.
All right.
Take care.
That's how we come to the end of Connecting the Dots. We'll do it again next week, God willing, from 9:30 until 11. Stick around.